Good morning, boys and girls. It's Tuesday, engineering week. Well, my brain is a little foggy today, and I thought maybe I should move. So there's a song we used to sing all the time. But sometimes I have trouble remembering. So let's see how far we get together. Don't make me do this alone. Ready? Stand up. Here we go. And we started by marching. Dun, 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 dun. My mother is a baker, a baker, a baker. My mother is a baker. She always goes like this. Yum, yum. My father is a trash man, a trash man, a trash man. My father is a trash man. He always goes like this. Yum, yum, P-U. My sister is a singer, a singer, a singer. My sister is a singer. She always goes like this. Yum, yum, P-U. La-da-dee-da-na-toodly-doo. My brother is a cowboy, a cowboy, a cowboy. My brother is a cowboy. He always goes like this. Yum, yum, P-U. La-da-dee-da-na-toodly-doo. Get your lasso. Yahoo! My baby is a whiner, a whiner, a whiner. My baby is a whiner. She always goes like this. Yum, yum, P-U. La-da-dee-da-na-toodly-doo. Yahoo! Wah! My doggy is a licker, a licker, a licker. My doggy is a licker. He always goes like this. Yum, yum, P-U. La-da-dee-da-na-toodly-doo. Yahoo! I think I got him backwards, but we'll do it this way. Wah! My kitty is a scratcher, a scratcher, a scratcher. My kitty is a scratcher. She always goes like this. Yum, yum, P-U. La-da-dee-da-na-toodly-doo. Yahoo! Wah! My grandpa is an engineer, an engineer, an engineer. My grandpa is an engineer. He always goes like this. Yum, yum, P-U. La-da-dee-da-na-toodly-doo. Yahoo! Wah! Toot, toot. My grandma is a tickler, a tickler, a tickler. My grandma is a tickler. She always goes like this. Yum, yum, P-U. La-da-dee-da-na-toodly-doo. Yahoo! Wah! Toot, toot. Tickle, 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 tickle. Well, if you have a good memory, you probably said, Miss Rudd, we got some of those in the wrong order. But you know what? Once I got them in the wrong order, I thought, this is a good way to practice remembering how it goes. So, I'm glad you stuck with me. And now, I got some energy going. So, this is a really good thing. Now, here's our date. Can you read it? Tuesday, May 19th, 2020. We're going to start today with those sight words you've been working on, because we did 4 last week. Some of those are pretty easy for some of you. And, moms and dads, if you find that your children can read them when you flip them, can write them when you don't show them, then you know what? Move to the second page of sight words. I'm going to keep doing it with these really easy ones, because these are the ones they need to know first. But you have got some children out there that are reading at a really high level. And if we were in school, in class, maybe open a book, and find a word that they're struggling with. Not a really big, long word, but a word that they might use in writing every day. And try that with them. But you know what? If they know these words, they're going to be all set for next year. So, no pressure here. All right, so I made some new cards. let's do the first set. Do you remember the rules? Read it, spell it, hide it, write it. Okay? Now, I'm going to do it. If you think you're ready, you can, get out a paper. You can do it with me. But if you want to just watch and say with me and then do it later, you could. So here are last week's words. Are you ready for read it? No. Spell it. N-O. Hide it. Write it. No. And, oops, sorry. Oh. This is kind of quick. Ready? Read it. And. Spell it. A-N-D. Hide it. Write it. And. A-N-D. Ready? Read it. On. On. Spell it. O-N. Hide it. On. On. Last one for last week's words. Ready? Read it. Like. Spell it. L-I-K-E. Hide it. Like. L-I-K-E. Awesome! That was week one's words. Maybe someone made you some cards like this. I hope so. Here are week two's words. New words. I'm going to switch my marker. Here we go. Ready? Read it. Do. You say it. Do. Spell it. D-O. Do. D-O. Hide it. Do. D-O. Nice job. Ready? Read it. Is. Spell it. I-S. Hide it. Write it. I-S. Here's another one. Ready? Read it. He. Spell it. H-E. He. Hide it. He. H-E. He. Last one. Read it. In. In. Spell it. I-N. Hide it. Write it. In. I-N. High five! Awesome. You have 8 of them now. We had 4 last week, 4 this week. 4 plus 4 equals 8. I'm going to keep them together. I have them in 2 different color groups. I have a little paper clip because I don't want to lose them because next week we'll get a new set. And I wonder if you'll be able to write all of them by then. That would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? One of our words is in. In rhymes with pin, tin, thin. Very good. What about, say, he? Put sh in front. She. Put b in front. Be. Put in front. Me. So when you know these words, there's lots you can do. And I know you know them. Well, have you been thinking about what you're going to do with your engineer project? In the song we just sang, My Grandpa is an Engineer, that was a little different, wasn't it? Because an engineer, toot toot, can drive the train. That's not what we're talking about. Yesterday, you thought about a problem, something that you need, and you thought about why you needed it. Well, you know what I thought of? I thought that when I go away someday this summer, my plants outside would need something to water them when I'm not here, if it doesn't rain, and I hope it doesn't. How am I ever going to do that? Well, the really true thing is, probably this won't work. because I can't, it's kind of a big thing that I need. But you know what? I'm still going to build one, probably a smaller one to show how it would work. And what engineers do is they figure out how that's going to work, okay? And they make what you call a blueprint. So a blueprint is basically a picture of an idea you have. So some of you have thought about what you want to do, and I have too. And I'm going to go through and draw it kind of quickly with just a black crayon. I might put some colors in later, but I'm going to try and do a really quick blueprint. A blueprint is like a plan. So what I have out on my deck are some different pots, and I might even label them. I might even write pots, because blueprints do need to be labeled. So these are my pots, and what's coming out of my pots? Well, I've got some dirt in here, and that's why I want to keep them alive. Now, I'm not coloring these in yet, but I might later with real colors. These are just kind of my little ideas. I'll give it a leaf. So those are my plants. Now, the problem is they are outside. The sun is there, and there's no way for them to get water when I'm not home. Sorry, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. There, that's better. Now, up here is my window. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to connect a tube. And, you know, kind of, I probably will build this with like paper towel tubes, or if I can find some, those really big long ones that are used for wrapping paper. And I will have my tubes come out of my window, and in here is where my little bathroom faucet is. There's the water dripping, and maybe I'll put a funnel or make a tube of some sort so that the water can go in there, and then it's gonna split. See what I mean? This would not be something I could really do with paper towel tubes, because when they got wet, the water wouldn't go through. I can imagine it with things from home. I can imagine how it would work. All right? So like up in my room here, I am imagining that I have a button station. Okay? And if I was home, I could push the button. So these are my tubes. This is my station. But you know what it needs? Oh, it's going to need some kind of a solar thing that goes in here to feels the dirt. And when it gets really dry, I think it'll send a signal up to my station, and automatically the water will come down. Wouldn't that be cool? I bet somebody will think of it someday. Some self-watering plants. Now, I'm going to build a model of it with my tubes and maybe a button station, and explain to you how I think it should work. And you know what? Maybe someday I'll be able to do it. Now, what's going to happen is when I start working on this, I might think, oh, that won't work. I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to get this box to do this, or I'm going to get this to do that, and I'm going to change things around. And that's okay. Your blueprint is just an idea of how you might be able to do it. So, your blueprint has to have a title. Ooh, mine doesn't. How about watering, I'm going to call it watering tubes. That's the name of my invention. Now, when I try to really do this, or make a model of it, which really is what we're doing, is making a model. I'm making a model. You might be able to make something that really works. This won't, but it's a good idea, and it's my idea, and it's a model. So you have to have a title on it. You have to draw a picture. Now, mine is just a diagram that I did with a black crayon. If I want to go in and make it more detailed for the person who will build it, I can. And labels. See you in a minute.